Hi guys, and welcome to today's YouTube video. In today's video we will be discussing the current state of Bitcoin, and we will also be going over the current state of Ethereum. As we all know, Bitcoin has been coming down massively over here, and right now we will look for areas of resistance where we could potentially be looking for short positions, and we will discuss, is the Bitcoin bottom already in, or will we visit even lower levels for the Bitcoin price before potentially continuing towards new all-time highs for Bitcoin? First of all, we can see, yes, this was a massive move towards the downside, exactly from the area of resistance that I have been mentioning for weeks. A lot of people are right now saying, yes, it is because of the FTX and the Binance war and this and that. But it is no coincidence, guys, that exactly at the most important area of resistance, that the CEO of Binance, one of the biggest whales out there, one of the biggest market makers out there, is telling us about news about FTX. Okay, but those things aside for now, we can see we had a massive move towards the downside. We broke through the June low finally, and we touched the 15.5k level over here. In my opinion, the bottom should be at least around 13 to 14k for Bitcoin. So that is why right now we can look for potential short position. First of all, let's start off with the volume profile of the entire range that Bitcoin has been trading in. If we look at this volume profile, we can see that we have the value area low and the point of control over here. Two massive levels at the exact same area, and this will act as a massive volume area of resistance. But we can also see that the price is respecting this area beautifully for the Bitcoin price, and we have been bouncing off this area so many times for the Bitcoin price. And right now, if it gets retested as resistance over here, we should get rejected again. Okay, so that is already the first massive confluence for Bitcoin. Also, we can see, because this move towards the downside was so fast, is that we obviously left behind some imbalances. So Bitcoin is right now trying to fill those imbalances, potentially before going to visit lower levels. Okay, so also on the daily time frame, we can see that we created some massive imbalances here for the Bitcoin price. And Bitcoin is just trying to fill those imbalances, at least a part of them, because there's a lot of left behind liquidity, as we can see by those imbalances. Also, we can take a look on the 4-hour time frame. We can go from swing high to swing low. We can see golden pocket resistance over here, 0.5 Fibonacci level of resistance, also a very important level of resistance. So right now we can already extend this box a little bit towards the downside, because I want to include that 0.5 Fibonacci level of resistance over here. We can also go on a 1-hourly time frame like this, and we can go from this swing high to this swing low. In that case, we can see that we have the golden Fibonacci ratio over here, which is in perfect confluence with this drop-off point towards the downside. Okay, so we had a drop-off point in which we all know that is always a very important level, where there's a lot of liquidity above the drop-off point. So it will act as a massive area of resistance, and the golden pocket is confirming that area of resistance. Also the 0.786 at the top of the box, beautiful confluence. So we have a lot of confluences in this box. Also, we can take a look at the moving averages, and we can see on a 1-hourly time frame, the most important moving average is inside the box, and the other most important moving average at 200. Moving average and the 200 EMA are both either approaching the box or already inside of that box. Very important to know. 2-hourly time frame, same exact thing. Also the 100 EMA, beautiful inside of the box of resistance. And on the 4-hourly time frame, we can also see that every single key mover average or EMA is approaching our massive box of resistance. So what can we see if we look at the current state of Bitcoin? You can see, yes, Bitcoin may continue higher, but if it reaches this box of resistance, there is a very high possibility getting rejected and getting another move towards the downside. Okay, another reason to expect another move towards the downside is because we still have not been retesting very important areas from the past. Right now, this is the Bybit chart, so a lot of levels are missing from the previous range that formed over here. But on the Binance chart, you can see that very well. And the problem is a lot of very big players, a lot of very big whales had their buy orders around 14 to 13 to 12, maybe even 11 to 9K. And those orders did not get hit yet. And we know that the market makers and the whales are always trying to push the price towards the area where the most amount of orders are, preferably where their orders are, and that is obviously towards the downside. So for now, also on the 1 hourly time frame, we can switch on the volume over here, and we can see that the volume is indicating a very weak bounce. Volume is going lower and lower and lower. Also on the bounce over here, very low volume with only one volume spike over here, but we all know that was because of the CPI data event. Okay, so extremely low volume on this bounce. Another indication that we are looking at a possible dead cat bounce. On lower time frames, we can see that we did get a potential break of structure over here. So what could also be a scenario is to form a lower high over here and then continue towards the downside. But I think there's also a decent possibility for us to first visit some higher levels and then go towards the downside, towards new lows. But that is definitely my bias right now for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, looking at the exact same thing, we can take a look at the volume profile of this range over here. We can see very big volume level of resistance where Ethereum got rejected over here last night. What is interesting about this setup is Ethereum is right now retesting this range over here, which brought it towards the upside. Over here, it didn't act as support at all on the 12 hourly time frame, as we can see, as we sliced right through it. But that doesn't mean that this is a very important area once it gets retested again. Ethereum is already retesting a very important area of resistance. And if it breaks through, let's see if we can get some other very important areas of resistance. Once again, let's switch on the Fibonacci retracement levels. Like this. Okay, so we can see 0.5, very important confluence, and also the golden pocket over here, very important confluence. On a 1 hourly time frame, we can also take this swing high to this swing low, golden pocket in confluence with a 0.5 Fibonacci level over here, and we have the 0.786 in confluence with the previous golden pocket. Okay, so already some very important Fibonacci levels are in very nice confluence with each other. Okay, then on the daily time frame, also over here, we can see massive imbalances being created over here. So there's a I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit having a cold, so there's still a decent possibility for Ethereum to go a little bit higher, retest these levels, and then visit lower levels. Obviously, we want to see some more confluences. On the 1 hourly time frame, we can see, yes, the most important EMAs over here and over here are approaching our key area of resistance for Ethereum. On the 2 hourly time frame, we can see the exact same thing, 200 EMA and the 100 EMA. Also the 200 moving average slowly approaching our area of resistance. 4 hourly time frame, the exact same thing, the most important EMAs and moving averages all acting as beautiful confluence for area of resistance. So I think our objective is clear right here. We are looking at two potential scenarios for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So also for Ethereum, if we look on a 1 hourly time frame, we can see potential break of structure over here. So either we make a lower high over here, then visit lower levels, or we go higher first, take out these highs, this buy side, tap into the imbalance, tap into the area of resistance, and then visit lower levels. Exact same thing for Bitcoin. Either form a lower high now, then visit lower levels, or test the key area of resistance tap into that area, get rejected, and then go down to visit lower levels. Two different scenarios for both Bitcoin and Ethereum, looking quite similar. So I hope that you liked this YouTube video. Make sure to smash up the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm very sorry that I'm still a little bit having a cold. Also make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram and join our free Discord and free Telegram group. I actually dropped a full trade setup in our free Discord yesterday for Bitcoin. So make sure to check those out, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.